Hi, Jen and Beans here with GirlyDoHairstyles.com. Today we're being featured on HowDoesShe.com, and for the How Does She readers today, we're going to go ahead and show you how to do a nice little headband over the top of the hair. This is what's in style right now with a lot of the girls. The one thing we're going to do differently is we're going to give it a little bit of life and give it a little bit of lift and volume. So to start, what you're going to do is you're going to divide the hair from ear to ear. This is where your headband is going to be in the back. You just pull back. Okay? One more thing about this braid is when you're taking the sections from this part, you're going to take larger sections from the front to add in and much smaller from the back. That way your braid will end up right along the back part here, okay? Now, to get it to puff up, the whole difference is going to be in how you start this particular braid. So you're going to part out your starting piece just like normal. Now what you're going to do is make your 3 sections just like normal, and you're going to braid just like normal, but before you add in, you're going to go not once, 2, 3, maybe even 4 times with just your standard braid. Now what that's going to do is as we're taking pieces and pulling it up, it's going to pull it to the braid this way, okay? Okay. So smaller in the back. And then you put it in and you drag it to the braid. Do not drag the braid back to where you've parted the hair out from. That's incorrect. The whole idea of this is to be taking the hair to the braid itself. And you may need to lay it down when you're getting out your sections. And pull it up. You see how it's leaving like a nice long trail to get to the braid? If you find that your piece that you're adding in is back parallel to the braid, then you've done something wrong. You need to start over, because it always needs to have that pull, that drag, to where it's going at an angle to get to the braid. Okay, so we're going to continue the braid all the way across. When you get to the top section, you're going to find that you're taking a lot from the front, because this bang section you're going to be taking clear from there all the way across and teeny tiny bit out of the back. Okay, we'll be back with you in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and get a little farther ahead. You're just basically doing the same thing. All you're trying to do is make sure that the braid is always going up to it and not becoming parallel with the section pieces, and the best way to do that is to make sure and take really small sections. Okay, so we're about to wrap this thing up. We've got the braid going all along here, and as you can see, they all go into this. Now how it's going to happen is we're going to use bobby pins to pin that so that it goes back to where it's horizontally, and that's going to give it its poof. I'll show you that at the end, but that's kind of why we've been doing it. The way that we've been doing it is so that we can get that extra little poof. Because who doesn't love a little bit of extra poof in their hair? A little volume. So we're just going to finish on this side, and I just kind of started it back up when I did so I can show you that we're still dragging the hair to the braid, even on this side. So add it in, drag it to the braid, add it in, drag it to your braid, now at this point in time you can, if you wanted to, you could start dragging the braid now to where you're parting, and that's going to help with the poof, but we're still going to have to use bobby pins. It never really does it fully. It'll just kind of help with it not being too poofy on the sides. But even if you have to just drag it the whole time, it'll end up just fine. We're almost done, almost done. Now make sure that you're kind of directing it towards the back right here so that you can pull it back into a ponytail or tuck it behind the ear, so that it's not just dangling there, lifeless hair. Okay, so we've kind of directed it towards the back. We're just going to secure that with an elastic. Now we'll do the magical poof. Okay, now to give it its little bit of poof, all you need to do basically is just kind of give it a little bit of a tug. And you're going to find that it will just poof all by itself. You'll get a couple flyaways near the end here. You'll just need to tuck under a little bit. Let it have its little poof. Then get your bobby pins and anchor it down. Bobby pin 1 and bobby pin 2. Make sure that bobby pin 2 crosses over bobby pin 1 so that they stay nicely in place. Okay, then you can tuck this behind the ear. You can bobby pin it back there. Just so it's not flying all over the place. Let down that back section and you have a very cute little hairstyle. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Girls, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel today.
Hit that subscribe button.
Nice.
Well.